TV killed the radio star. Video. It's
Video.
Yeah.
Video killed the radio star. My uncle also killed his ex-wife.
There's an open investigation going on now.
It hasn't been proven yet, but we're all pretty sure.
Welcome to the Righty Voiceover Nerdcast. This week, two geeks assemble a team.
Amen.
But first, I'm your host, Derek Yarnovic, joined by my co-host.
Camden Parsons.
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Not too much. I'm just geeking a little bit, but what's new?
Well, it's a nerdcast.
Yeah, oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I'm just tripping. I didn't even mean it in like a fun, playful
You're sitting
way.
down, bro. Don't.
Is that what you wanted?
No.
Is that what you wanted from
No,
me?
I think there's 10 things that I'd rather wanted than that.
Name one right now.
Parmesan cheese.
Damn, I also kind of want Parmesan cheese.
My significant other likes to think about, and I've never seen them do it, but like just take a block of cheese and just like
I do it all the time. In
Yeah.
fact, there's a picture on my Instagram somewhere from when I was in like the 8th grade where I'm holding a knife, like a butcher knife, to like a block of cheese, and I'm like 10 likes where he gets it. And my buddy Thurman commented on it and was like, all right, you got your 10. Now put the knife down. I said, oh, I already ate it. I ate the whole thing. I ate that whole block of cheese.
Which is wild.
I ate that whole block of cheese at the time it took me to get 10 likes on Instagram.
That's either extremely impressive or really sad.
I'll let you take your pick.
All right. What's going on, buddy? How was your week?
Really good.
Yeah? Doing a good job?
Uh-huh.
You doing a good job?
Yeah, I think so. I read a lot of comics this week, actually.
Hell yeah.
When we
Can't relate.
I know. When we went to the comic shop together on Thursday.
We did.
I picked up they released 2 volumes right now of the current Nightwing run that's coming out.
Yeah.
And I haven't been picking up Nightwing for a while just because when they got rid of Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo, I was kind of hesitant because I liked them a lot, especially together. The second volume ends on issue 129, which I actually picked up because I was going to start reading them continuously, and then I didn't read that one. And I also didn't pick up 30 or 31, but I do have 32, 33, and 34.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm just going to read these 2 volumes, and then I'm going to start reading Nightwing as it's coming out.
Okay.
So I read the first volume of the new Nightwing. Because Invincible Season 4 is coming out soon, I wanted to pick up the comic where Season 4 is going to start and kind of try and pinpoint what's going to happen when, I think.
Okay.
No spoilers, but I think Episode 1 will be issue 68, and then Episode 2 will be issues 66 and 67. 67.
I went to go backwards.
I don't want to spoil it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'll tell you in a bit.
Fair
if you
enough.
like.
But you're calling it now, which is great.
Yep, putting it in.
March 3rd? 8th. Between there.
I'm such a fake fan. I don't even know offhand. Let me look
Oh,
this up. I know.
no.
I'm literally the worst Invincible fan there's ever been.
Invincible! Invincible!
It just says March 2026. We've got an official date.
We've got an official
haven't we?
date, yeah.
March
I mean,
18th.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So, wasn't there.
Nope.
I thought it was early in March.
I also thought it was early March.
What's early in March?
March?
There's something early in March.
I know we're getting. I know we're getting The Boys season 5, Invincible, and
I haven't got past
Daredevil.
season 1 of The Boys.
It picks up. I only started watching The Boys when season 3 came out because I heard all the Soldier Boy stuff was really, really good, and it was. But the thing is, I'd like to come back and rewatch The Boys because I watched the first 3 seasons, while I was playing Minecraft. So I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention.
Which is fair. I feel like there's a lot of those shows that like you can put on something in the background and be.
And it was fine for that, but I feel like I like it enough now that I'd like to give it the attention it deserves. I like The Boys a lot. I watched season 4 as it's coming out. It was a lot of fun. I did not finish Gen V season 1, and I have not seen Gen V season 2 at all. So
yeah,
it'll be a good year though for that. Dude, we got that's starting up in March, and then I don't think there's anything in February off the top of my head. We get Invincible Versus in April. We get Lego Batman in May. I don't know if there's anything off the top of my head in June. July, we get both Supergirl and Spider-Man movies.
Really, that
same month. I know Spider-Man's July 31st. I don't know.
No,
for
the
sure.
Supergirl movie.
Supergirl.
I know that I figured it would have been longer.
What, of a gap?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. It's June. Actually, it's June. So that's our thing for June. June, Supergirl, July, Spider-Man.
Which is wild.
You mean like in distance in movies?
Is that a year? Was it a year?
Just about, yeah, because Superman came out in July.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, well, the other thing, though, they're doing this as a whole universe thing, right? So they started with Creature Commandos in 24. It was like October, I think, of December 24, or December. Hello? Of 2024.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm throwing December in there. And then Superman came out, obviously, then. We're supposed to, and then Peacemaker came out.
Okay.
And then now we're getting this. We're supposed to be getting Lanterns sometime before that, I think.
That's cool.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
And
that's
then,
going to be
that's an HBO Max show.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be following Hal Jordan and John Stewart. I think Hal Jordan's supposed to be teaching John Stewart.
Is the same guy going to be playing it from the movie?
He's supposed to be in it. He's going to be one of the cameos, but he's not like a character in it.
Okay.
It's supposed to follow Hal Jordan and John Stewart. Hal Jordan, I think, in this universe is supposed to be like the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And then he's teaching John Stewart how to be a Green Lantern in this show.
Okay.
Which I think would be really cool. I hope that kind of means that we'll get like a. It's hard to tell for sure what a lot of this means though, because like in the comics, like all this stuff is way out of whack. Like Superman and Hal Jordan are kind of supposed to be the same age, but Hal Jordan's been doing this for a long time, and Superman's been doing it for like 4 years.
Yeah.
And same thing, like Hal Jordan is best friends with Barry Allen. So if they're about the same age, that would make sense that Wally West would be our main DC Flash,
right?
Which we already kind of know that like they're gonna be aged up to a degree because Nightwing, or they said Brave and the Bold's supposed to have Damian Wayne Robin, which means the whole Bat family would already be established, which means Dick Grayson's Nightwing age, and him and Wally West about the same age. So I think too much into this stuff. I think I'm tripping.
I think it's just enough about a thought to it.
Thanks, man.
Do you ever think that there's gonna be having a Nightwing movie?
Well, we're getting a Dick Grayson movie.
Okay.
Have you heard about this at all?
No, I've not.
It's called Dynamic Duo.
Okay.
It's supposed to follow Dick Grayson and Jason Todd. They never specified what that means, if they'll both be Robin, if it'll be like Nightwing teaching Jason how to be Robin, if it'll be a Nightwing Red Hood thing. It's Dick Grayson and Jason Todd.
Isn't Jason Todd the one that like figured out Nightwing's?
No, that's Tim Drake.
Okay.
Jason Todd's the one who gets beat to death with a crowbar because he's a bitch, and then comes back. The thing with Jason Todd is he is another victim of just really, really cool concept.
Yeah.
Not ever written very well at all. There's maybe like 3 good Red Hood books, and there's maybe 2 good Jason Todd Robin books. He's one I want to get more into, but it said with that in mind of just like almost every Red Hood book is dog shit. Like I don't know where to start. I don't know what's good to read with him. You know. No, yeah. So like I said, he's the Robin that comes directly after Dick Grayson.
Okay.
So that's what I said. I don't know what the all we know about this movie so far is that it's being made by a studio that does like puppet work. It's supposed to be a mixture between puppeteering and live action, and it's supposed to follow Dick Grayson and Jason Todd. That's all we know. I don't know the dynamics that's supposed to be yet. I think it'd be really cool if it was like a Nightwing teaching Jason Todd how to be kind of thing. Because I really feel like something that isn't explored a whole lot, and I really like when it is the brotherly dynamic between all the Robins. Especially because you kind of get that fatherly dynamic with Batman.
Right.
You get a lot more obviously with Damian, and I think with Dick too, just because Dick was the first and Damian's is biological. You don't really see it so much with Tim, especially because I don't even know this now. When Tim Drake becomes Robin, his parents are still alive. He's not even a war. He's just the war. He's not even like an adopted son of Batman. He just hangs out with Batman. And then something happens. His parents die. I think Bruce takes him in, whatever. But for the most part, for a while there, he's just all right. Bye, mom and dad. I'm going to the club, whatever. I'm Robin. You know. And then Jason gets adopted. But the thing with Jason is that they wanted to age up Dick and didn't want to change the status quo. So at least like the original like Jason Todd Robin run is basically just Dick Grayson 2.0 to the point where like his original like backstory, they literally had another circus group called the Flying Todds. Like, dude, come on. What?
Yeah, like what the what?
What the what? What the flip? Yeah, don't make me rant about Robin, dude. That's go on. I love Robin.
We can have a whole episode basically about Robin.
We should do that. I love Robin.
Have you got caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen?
No, I haven't checked yet. I'm sure they have them dubbed, but I haven't watched this last time we talked about it.
Oh wow.
And you get caught up, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I talked about it a couple episodes.
I also haven't got caught up on Hell's Paradise yet.
Really?
I wanted to do that too. Yeah.
those are the two that I'm watching right now that have come out, and I think you're gonna like the way that Hell's Paradise goes.
Okay. Is that almost done?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure. It's definitely coming up to some sort of climax.
I don't know why I made that sound.
Climax.
Shut up. Just keep going. Don't even acknowledge me.
I'm trying not to. But there's definitely some sort of climax. And there was a cliffhanger that was left off of this past episode.
Okay.
And then the one I told you that I wanted you to watch on Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. Because
you don't like the subbed, you only watch the dubbed, you little bitch. And it came out.
Yeah.
It was this past week's episode. And you have yet to watch it.
Yeah. That is correct.
That's my big fat ass.
No, but my big fat. He died.
I know.
I feel like we've had this conversation here before.
So. Yeah. We gotta let him live on in us.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Now we're the big fat asses.
Yeah. I would like the idea, because I think in this podcast you have your segment where you talk about the comic books that you've read this week. I don't really talk about the animes that I've watched.
You can do that. I've never stopped you from doing that. I only do it because you ask, hey, how's your week been? I'm like, hey, here's what I've done. Hey, this is a nerd show. I read comics.
Hey, Camden, don't get so defensive.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
You don't have to say it more than once.
I'm sorry.
Because that would have just gone back and forth, I imagine.
You didn't want that?
But
poop comes out of the butt.
I feel like you've probably done that several times during this podcast.
What, snapped or pooped?
No, that exact that exact thing where you poop comes out of the butt.
No, I just saw that video a couple days ago. It's like it was a clip from the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie. They pushed the Showtime button and the animatronics start moving, but instead of that one song, they go, poop comes out of the butt. Poop comes out of the butt, and it's been stuck in my head ever since. That's true. Do you know that? Poop comes out of the butt.
You know, for 33 years it's been doing that. I'd be surprised if it came out of anywhere else. But speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's,
okay,
you watched the Rhett and Link played Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
How would you think about that? It was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would. I feel like I know
they did better than me though.
I know they're not like. That's not like their niche, but I feel like they're such prominent internet personalities, and that game has been so prominent on the internet for years.
How are they not good at it?
They literally not even they're not good
played
at it. I would say uninformed.
Yeah,
they're that uninformed about it. You know, I feel like, and they have kids too. You know, when they came out, they've mentioned in the episode they did a song Biscuits with Markiplier where they made a song about it. Like I thought they would have been more familiar with it than they were.
They are not.
No, they are not.
Yeah. It was nice because I thought they were going to do that sooner than what they did.
The movie.
But they just released it.
Yeah. It was a good Mythical More episode too. It wasn't even like a main one.
But no, the problem that we're running into is the fact that you don't keep up with the animes that are going on right now either. No, I don't want to spoil them because you are actually watching. I know, but you're actually not watching them. It's 20 minutes a week.
You're 20 minutes a week.
I'm a lot longer than that, baby.
I hated that a lot. A lot. Thanks, pal.
I looked straight in your eyes.
Yeah, I know. I watched it.
I wanted to explain for the viewers out there.
Oh. The viewers?
Listeners.
Yeah. Dumbass. Anywho, hey, Derek, what are we talking about this week?
We're going to do another Building the Universe. I can't believe, like,
oh my god, let me tell you something real quick. Have you seen that one clip from SpongeBob where they eat the nematodes eat his house, right? The nematodes, they eat his house and they try to rebuild it.
Oh,
and then they come over and it's really small and Patrick goes, I'd want to live there. And SpongeBob goes, really? He's like, no. It's just the way that he says it has been stuck in my head for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Really? No. No.
Is that the one where they like?
Yeah. The start of the episode. Yeah. I can't wait to hear what that sounds like.
Yeah. It's just the outro now.
Anyway, building universe. What corner of the universe are we building this week? The last time we talked about this, we had Pookie on and we talked about Rip Humphrey.
Yeah.
Kind of more of a spinoff rather than, we're building the universe.
Right, but it was mostly Rip Humphrey.
Yeah, it was kind of a side thing.
I think that, and we brought up before we got on the podcast, we're going to talk about building our form of what is the Avengers.
Okay.
And Justice League.
Okay.
Because we have like that corresponding
there's like the corporate side
and then like the freelance and rebellion.
Didn't we decide that the freelancers were going to be called just that? Like there'd be like a team. Yeah. The team is called the freelancers, and then there's like they just talk about like anyone who's not affiliated with the corporate one is a quote unquote freelancer, but the freelancers are a team.
Yeah. I think that there is a way that we can kind of expand.
Ooh, what if we just call it Lancers? That sounds cool. Like, because you can be a Lancer, like someone who carries a lance, like on a horse and stuff like that. Like you could be a Lancer. And then we decided that like our figurehead for that would be a cowboy cyborg. Yeah. So that makes sense. The Lancers.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
It is so cool.
I also I want to bring that up actually because I was listening to some of the older episodes, and it had occurred to me that some of I didn't like his name. I think we settled on where's my outside, there it is. We settled on Rain Gear for his name, and I don't really like that actually.
Why did we settle on that?
Yeah, listening back, one of the other ones that I kind of thought of I don't know if I said it during the episode or not, but one I thought while listening to it was Broncolt, like Bronco and Colt.
Yeah. I like Broncolt. I like Broncolt better.
Cool. I also have I have a list of characters in here that I've kind of thought of, or even just names that I thought sound like they could be something.
Yeah.
So I just wrote them down to see if we could discuss it on here if it's something or if it's not.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of the ones I have are kind of just like ones that I think should be on like because we talked about this a little bit too.
Did you write down those names from the episode where I was guessing niche characters?
No, I did not.
Because those were really, really
good. Damn.
Because you said you were going to do it when you were editing it.
Yeah, then I didn't do that.
Yeah. Especially because you said it on the podcast while.
Yep.
So it was like in real time you were reminding yourself and you went.
You know what's crazy? It's almost like when I'm editing the podcast, I don't listen to it super well. I'm more listening to mistakes as opposed to what we're actually talking about.
Yeah.
If only I did like fully properly listen to it, because then I would have remembered that we went and saw Iron Lung that one week and I wouldn't have been 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
That's okay. But yeah, so anyway, my point was a lot of the ones that I have down here are ones that I think are better suited for, because we talked about before about there being basically two versions of the corporate heroes, which I think we'd also during this episode we needed to decide on a name for them. But the corporate heroes I don't think start out that way. I think when the bomb first goes off, all the Rip Humphrey stuff basically we talked about before, like Catalyst would be the leader of the original team. During Catalyst's era, I think that it'd be a lot more like, wow, gang, we're superheroes, because it take place like the 70s, right? Was it 70s or was it 80s? I think it was 70s. I think it was 76. 1976.
Yes, 76 sounds right.
70s, 80s would be more like more what's the word I'm thinking of? Like generic almost, of just like, say, we're superheroes, wow,
I feel like that's earlier in the days. I think that's like 40s. 50s.
Well, yeah, but I mean, as far as it's
60s and 70s were in the height of the Vietnam hippie era.
Yes. I have one of the ones written down here as a vigilante. As in, like, vigilante, like an older woman. Like I said, these are not all good ones.
Yeah. We're starting off strong.
I have one in here named Freelancer, who'd be like an American Knight, and I think what might be cool is maybe have him be part of the original corporate team, and then that's kind of where the Lancers get their idea from, of just like this guy. Maybe that's like one. Maybe Broncolt's a descendant, like the son of Freelancer. So that's why they're called the Lancers, like that. That'd be a cool idea. But basically, like an American Knight, he's Freelancer, you know. Because like freedom and Lancer.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this before, but Captain Commander was, like I said, this idea. That's an idea I had because it was a superhero that me and my little sister created together. Yeah. And the idea was kind of just like something like Mr. Incredible, just like a superhero, Captain Commander.
Yep.
You know, I think, but I said the same thing of like it's kind of a basic generic name, so it'd make more sense to have him on like the original one as opposed to something in the in like the time of Outsider.
So it sounds to me like we're creating and I want to clarify this to try to get some, just the baseline. Are we doing the like Justice League form of the 70s version and then the present version, or are we doing just one?
Well, here's what I'm thinking.
Because it sounds like we're doing two.
We're kind of doing three.
Okay.
And what I'm kind of doing here, at least, and this is your episode, so you let me know where if this.
I think we do really well with open discussions.
Especially with this. Yeah. But what I'm kind of thinking here is basically we're more so just creating a hodgepodge of heroes and deciding where they go on each of those teams. Because we need to come up with a name for them, because the three basically we're making are the Lancers, the modern corporate heroes, and the first corporate heroes. Okay,
that's fair. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I said my idea here is that the original corporate heroes are not evil. No. It's kind of this progression. What basically the way you can think of it is basically like the three teams we're making are basically the original one is like the Justice League. The modern one is like the Seven from the Boys.
Okay.
And the Lancers are Avengers.
Yeah.
You know? So there's like three teams going here. The problem is most of what I have written down here makes the most sense for our original team.
Okay.
I have Everyman. Because you have ever heard the phrase like he's the everyman, you know? And the idea with him is he's like a corporate plant. Of just like he's the one they want everyone to relate to. Ooh.
Everyman. He's
a shapeshifter.
He's a shapeshifter.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Yes.
So I
think he should be on the 7 one.
He's part of like huge corporate espionage.
Yes.
Which would make more sense for a person or like in that form. Because as cool as shapeshifting is, it's not like huge power that would stem from.
And it would definitely work more for like, hey, we're secretly evil, you know. No, I don't say evil because I think the whole we got to lock in. What we got to do first, come up with the name for these teams. But my whole thing is,
I feel like Everyman is like a mystique.
Yes. And like I said, it makes more sense for him to be part of the we're doing some shady shit behind the scenes to be part of that version. So that's boom. There's our first character in the
hell yeah
modern.
All right.
And now we're gonna come up with a name for this team.
Because for the modern team,
the corporate team, I think should have the same name regardless. There's the good one, the modern one, and then the Lancers are separate. So we need to come up with a name for like our basically our Justice.
So it's a singular one. Whenever it's got to represent something that is like mystical, something that is like
to be looked up to. The protectors, you know.
Because Divinity Corp.
And I think Divinity Corp comes to own them.
Yeah.
Was what I said. I don't think that the original.
It was like an investor kind of thing that happened.
Yeah. It's kind of like, hey, we'll take over this and fund it for you guys so that you can keep up your superior like activities, and that over time just kind of becomes like corporate evil. So I don't think you should have to do anything to do with Divinity. I think Divinity comes somewhere in the line there. The Protection Foundation.
That leads into like corporations and foundations, and in the 70s that would have not been.
No, you're right. Because my first thought is something like kind of like the Future Foundation is the team that the Fantastic Four become whenever.
I mean, it could be like some sort of freedom. The Freedom 5.
I don't really want it to be a number name. I honestly don't really mess with that at all. I kind of the only one
But you gotta get is Fantastic Four.
No, that's what I was gonna say. That's kind of the only one where that works, just because they're so iconic.
Yeah.
If they weren't as iconic as they are, if they were just some like B-list heroes from the 70s, the Fantastic Four wouldn't work either.
Yeah.
You know, or 60s, excuse me, is when they debuted.
Well, these guys aren't. These are guys are these crazy good ones. These are the first.
No, you're. But I don't mean in universe. I mean out of universe.
Yeah.
Like as a reader, if I was listening to if I was reading the Freedom 5, I'd be like, I don't like that. You know.
Yeah, that's fair.
It just like a lot of what I'm thinking is just like the standard, like the Guardian. I love how the Guardians sound, but the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Guardians of the Globe. Like there's already so many like Guardians, Rise of the Guardians. You know, it's too easy of a pull. I'd rather be something more unique than that.
The Divine.
No, because I think that kind of comes back to like the religious imagery almost.
Yeah.
I don't really want that.
I mean, it's Divinity Corp.
But that's different. Listen, at least this part of it's supposed to be. They're more so protectors. I also just thought of this too. In one of the earlier episodes, I jokingly said something about the Safety Society, and I was like, I like that name, but I don't want like a main one.
Yeah.
That's like our teen team.
Yeah.
Like our Teen Titans type deal. So if that's another, I guess now we have 4 teams.
I love the Safety Society being like
a joke team,
like a joke team that is pushed in like it's kids in the Divinity Corp have created it as like a inter thing.
Like if you're really cool with Divinity, you're part of the Safety Society.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like it's not really taken seriously. It's like they're kids and they're like, we want to be part of the team.
Cool, yeah. And they maybe like they're like kind of the younger ones too, because we decided like outside or Kindling was what, like 14.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a bunch of 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
They're all 10, like
8 to 10-year-olds.
Don't worry, we're here to save the day. It's the Safety Society. And the one of them gets shot like point blank.
Yeah,
in the face.
one of them dies.
One of them's definitely gonna die.
Oh no.
And then they show up again like a year later in universe, like, guys, we're the serious society. We live in a society.
We weren't very safe as a safety society.
Oh man.
I just imagine it's like hall monitors.
Yeah, they're like the hall monitors. Like, if the corporate heroes are like the police, then they're the hall monitors. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Kind of like the idea of it having like some kind of alliteration, like Safety Society or whatever, but like something a lot more serious. And the first thing that came to mind was Protection Pals, and I hate that so much.
The Protection Pals.
These are my good buddies, and we save the day together.
Oh.
Maybe something Force. No, I don't know. Maybe we can look up some inspiration.
Peace Protectors.
I don't know.
I like peace.
Step in the right. Peace.
70s is very peace,
very
love.
Hippie. Yeah.
Well, what do I know? I wasn't born till the late 1900s.
I don't know if any of these are. I don't know how much of this is like stuff from stuff. I looked up just like superhero team names for like inspiration. A lot of the first couple ones are like the main ones, like Avengers, Justice League, Guardians of the Galaxy, Defender. Actually, all of these except for Justice League are from Marvel. Funny enough, but like that's like legitimate ones. Everything under here I don't recognize except for Runaways. I know that's a Marvel team, but the rest of these don't look like they're already one. But I like Liberty League. That's kind of cool. Global Agents. Global could be cool, but like I said, same thing. We dip a lot into like Invincible territory. Yeah. I don't want to pull like directly from it if we don't have to. Alpha Legion. That sounds kind of cool. That also sounds like it's already a thing, though.
Yeah. Alpha Legion.
Actually, Alpha would be really funny to include because you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Alpha Force. Because it also, I kind of wanted to sound like almost policey because it's the first generation of heroes. They're not gonna be like, we're the Supertastic Super Six. You know, they're gonna be we're heroes. Call it the Superhero Squad. Just kidding, that's already a thing. Alpha Sisterhood.
Slay.
The Zoo Pack. Omega Foursome.
Sounds like a good weekend.
Here we can hit up our good old friend Fantasy Name Generator.
Yeah.
Oh, what does Paragon mean? Isn't Paragon like the
Paragon pals?
No. The Paragons could be.
Yeah.
Could be it. I'm pretty sure a Paragon is.
It's like a subset of, or an ascended version of something.
Yes, here we go. Okay, a person or thing regarded as a perfect example of a particular quality.
Oh.
And that could explain why Divinity comes in. Like these are the Paragons. That's the name of the team. These are the Paragons. And Divinity's like, we can handle it. A superhero team.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the Paragons.
The Paragons and the Lancers. And the Safety Society. Oh, I love this show so much.
Why are you snapping?
I'm stimming. Okay, cool. Also, I'd also like to note real quick that Paragon is also the name of a footwear company, and as I was trying to look up the definition of a Paragon, that's what came up.
Oh.
So now there are women in tights on my screen. Okay, cool. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish out this list real quick. Now that we have this name down. Okay, so I don't know how many of these I've talked about on here before. I normally listen to the Building Universe episodes before we do this, but you gave me very short notice. We're doing a Building Universe episode. I do have another one. The very first one I've written down was Waveform. Imagine him being just some sound-based superhero. I don't know if maybe he's like Soundwave, like Transformers. It's just like boom.
I immediately thought like Water Wave.
Oh, like maybe he's like sound and water based. Because I mean, waveform is like you know when people are talking and you see that like visualizer for the audio.
Yeah,
that's called a waveform.
Oh,
that's what made me think of that. So my thought was audio, like an audio wave.
Okay, makes sense.
To have like be like a sound based character, like maybe like he like has like speakers on his suit or something like that, and maybe he like amplify, maybe kind of like Echo from Ben 10.
Yeah,
maybe
or he has like one that is like right around his neck.
Ooh, yeah. Maybe
that's a My Hero thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Man. All right. Don't do that to me. I'm not gonna know that.
I think his name's Soundwave.
I don't want Soundwave.
Yeah.
Like the Transformer.
I can't remember his name. He's not really important.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I also have one. I don't have a name for this one, but I'd like to include some sort of transforming hero like Ben 10. I like the idea a lot of like, you know, there's the two concepts I like a lot that it's an abstract thing that I don't have any specific ideas for, and I don't want to copy directly, but some kind of transforming, like you have multiple options of what you can turn into, like Ben 10. And I also really like the idea of something along the lines of like Tech Jacket or like Blue Beetle, or even Venom, of like a living. I like the idea of an armor a lot more than like the goo, whatever Venom is, but like a living thing attached to somebody else where they work together. I love that concept a lot.
What if it was like his name was like Kevin and he had 11 forms?
This is the shit I'm talking about, Derek.
What?
I have one. There's another one I just wrote down because I thought the name sounded like it could be something of just Navigator. Navigator sounds like it could be something cool.
Yeah.
The
Navigator.
I don't remember if I've referenced this or not yet on here. But I think we should have a character. And this could be one of the characters in Safety Society, maybe even one that dies. But Pony Boy. In reference to the book The Outsiders, because I also feel like Ponyboy just sounds like it could be a hero name, like one that's not taken seriously, so it could be safe to society. And just in reference, our book's called The Outsider, reference to the book The Outsiders. Name him Ponyboy.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of neat. I have one in here called Unity. It'd be like a duplicator type person.
Okay.
Where it's like a hive mind type gimmick. I also have one in here called Dr. Duplicate or Dr. Divide. I thought the idea would be like another descendant one, like maybe like Dr. Divide is part of like
we have a lot. One. We have a lot of like split characters.
Yeah. I don't really,
what about Dr. Density?
I like that. I have Atlas written in here. Atlas is a pretty common like hero name. We could have someone named Atlas. I like that name a lot. I'd like a black cat named Atlas. This one I had written down. I believe that we talked about this.
Okay.
And you need to let me get this full thought out before you say anything. Otherwise, it could be not good for us.
Inquiry.
It is Inquiry.
Yeah.
We talked about them being like a gym bro that's like secretly like really into like wordplay, kind of like the Riddler, where they were like black attire. I actually have this one written down. We talked about this. Black attire, trench coat, and orange ascot, but no shirt.
Yeah,
is what we have written down.
Yeah.
So like they're like super ripped. They wear a trench coat and an ascot, but no shirt.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be a villain.
Inquiry
character, yeah. So they're kind of like a Riddler stand-in, basically. I think Bangle would be a cool character name. Like a tiger.
Yeah.
Like tiger themed character named Bangle. You have a lot of tiger stuff already.
Yeah.
His name is Bangle. And then the last one I've written down here is just a name, nothing to it, but I thought Dust Bunny could be something.
Okay,
I thought about Dust Bunny, so I was like, that'd be a character name.
Yeah.
Dust Bunny.
And they like very kawaii Asian.
Oh.
And they actually control like storms.
Ooh. Sand. Yes, and that would be on the new generation of Paragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me. My kind of idea with this at least was just to kind of get like a base set of just like these are the characters.
Yeah.
We don't have to really flesh them out this episode because if this works out the way I'd like it to, we're gonna probably fill out all these teams.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna write down real quick and put who's in what and organize this. Give me 1 second. Now that we have all this stuff organized in here, I'd like to go back through a couple of these in a minute here and write down where, like, maybe flesh them out a little bit and put them on one of these teams.
Yeah.
Time frame. We described time frame in this was in reference to Booster Gold. Named Booster Gold time frame. Of the idea of a character from the future coming back in time to basically like be a character. We have to flesh that out a little bit more because Booster Gold as a concept is so like unique, really.
Yeah.
That if we kind of run that same concept of like character from the future coming back in time to be a hero, we'd have to do like some major stuff to swap that around. So time frame is one that would need work for sure. But assuming right now that he's a Booster Gold stand-in, where do you think he works best? Lancers, duh.
Yeah.
Not saying this out loud because he wouldn't want to be part of new gen Paragons because they're basically evil. So he'd be a Lancer. All right, bet.
He could also be in the time where.
Oh my God, he totally shows up in Rip Humphrey.
Yes.
He's totally. Oh my God, wait. What if he's a part of both versions?
Exactly.
No. Wait. Hold on. He's simultaneously part of both old gen Paragons and the Lancers.
He's in the background manipulating because he doesn't have like any other power other than being able to move through time.
Yeah.
He's in the background moving things around. He's kind of how the Lancers come about.
We could do that, but I like the idea of like if we're going with time travel route. Like I said, I like the idea of going more Booster Gold than like Professor Paradox from Ben 10, where like Professor Paradox, he's a time walker. He has a control over time. He can do this, that, whatever, manipulate events, whatever. I don't like that. I want this character to have like he's not a history guy. He doesn't know time in and out like a normal time walker would. Like he's just a guy who travels back in time. You know. So maybe what we could do is he's like. To be part of both at the same time, maybe he's he comes back to be a part of New Gen, not realizing they're evil, and no, okay, wait.
Hold on, I have an idea.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
No,
you do
good.
yours first. I just had
You're
an
good.
idea, but you tell me yours
You're
first.
good. What if he?
Yeah.
From the explosion, that's where he got his powers, and he ended up time traveling back.
Well, the new explosion sends him back to the first one?
The new explosion sends him back to the first one. That's how he has an idea of both times. Okay?
But he's just like a regular dude. So
but he's just a regular dude. He's not a time walker. He's experiencing the very, very early stages of what it means to be able to travel through time. And he's like, we could give him a lot of like quirk to himself where he's like terrified by this and doesn't want to actually use it very well. So he's not like going through.
Oh my god! And you know what'd be really cool is if he ends up mastering it, obviously, because I love time whatever. So what if like through his story, like a much older, wiser version of him constantly comes in and they team up for stuff. He's like, why won't you take me? If you know how to master these powers, why won't you take me back to my time? He's like, because you're supposed to be here. Like time is not like things are set in stone. This is where you're supposed to be right now. He's like, but I'm not even from this time. He's like, time's complicated.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Dude, that'd be so cool. Like, and he teams up with himself all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, bet. Okay, so we went from this being a Booster Gold ripoff to a Professor Paradox ripoff.
Yeah, but still.
Okay, cool. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe like the older, wiser version of him is on the Lancers, and the original version of him is on the OG, that time travel shit.
Okay, but cool. There's every good universe has one of them. And then like when it comes down to it, I love the idea of like the older one just like, nah, bro, you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not here to give you the answers. I'm just here to help out.
Yeah.
Like, I know this is where I'm supposed to be because I know how this shit works. Like, well, if you know how it works, why would you tell me? Because that's not how it works. That's not how you're supposed to learn.
Yeah. I wouldn't be where I am if you didn't go through what you're going through right now.
Yeah, like time's linear. Like this event has to happen. Like I have the memory from your standpoint right now. I know what happens. You're not supposed to.
Oh, and there's so many things we could do with like the fact that like this older version of him is maybe like because like obviously time paradoxes and reciprocating and all that kind of stuff. His older guy is gonna be there with the younger, and then like that's gonna happen again and again and again. And this is the 40th time, so like he's done this so many different times, and he's just fed up with it.
If we do that route, we will have to plan all that out way in advance of when it actually happens.
That's
to make
why
sure our
we're
time travel
doing
logic
this.
Makes sense.
This is amazing at the beginning of it.
It's so true. All right, okay. The next one we have is Eclipse.
Yep.
This one was in reference to Moon Knight, specifically Mr. Knight. I don't think we have to lean into any of like basically our Moon Knight stand-in. I just like the name Eclipse a lot. A moon-themed character, maybe even just a night-themed character.
Yeah.
As in like the time of day. Not we already have a night in here.
Like a Batman kind of thing.
Yeah. He could just he'd need some kind of power though for the whole thing to work.
Shadows.
What do you mean? Like he can turn into a shadow?
He can manipulate shadows.
Oh, like the bad guy from Princess and the Frog.
No.
At least no. Have you never seen that movie?
No, I've never seen it.
Okay, because what you're talking about is exactly that.
Okay. Well,
I'll show you a clip when we're done here.
Yeah.
But that's a really cool concept. Yeah, like we're basically like maybe he can manipulate shadows into basically being constructs, kind of like Green Lantern.
Oh, okay.
Like where like maybe the shadows like come like he like move his arms and then all of a sudden like the hands on the ground like are actually grabbing your legs and pulling you down. Maybe we can have kind of something like the Shadowverse, maybe like from Invincible, where like maybe like the shadows are basically like his to control, not in the same way of just like there's another dimension in there, but like
I don't like the idea of like that because like that was I can't remember what his name is.
Darkwing too.
Darkwing, yeah, the second guy.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I like the idea of having the constructs and being able to control them and tangibilize them.
Well, now that we're saying it like this, is he a good guy? I feel like that sounds like a bad guy. Maybe he could be a Lancer of like he's the same way as Batman is, where he's like he's scary to criminals.
Yeah,
you know. So he used to be a Lancer.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna have
like
to write
the edgy kind of like outcast guy in the Lancers.
Mm-hmm. I have to write down now in my first gen Paragons time frame young, and in my Lancers time frame older.
Yeah.
The other one is Gateway. This was in stand-in for Sideways. So basically like a portal creating character.
Yeah.
That could be a lot of things depending on the direction and how serious you want to take that character. I think Gateway's an awesome name. I kind of don't want to waste on the Safety Society, but I also kind of imagine him being like, "Wow, guys, look at this portal! Wow, I'm throwing an apple back and forth. You see that? Wow!" But Gateway could also be like a sincerely like he'd be like the boom tube guy, basically like on the Justice League. Like that's what Cyborg. He's like he makes the portal so that everyone can go and stuff.
I like that one. I like that one more.
Maybe, it could be really cool. Gateway could be the character. Maybe what? Okay.
What is it? Yamdao? Yamdao? Heimdall.
But he's all seeing. He makes the bridge, whatever. But he doesn't make portals.
Right. I like the idea of him being like the portal keeper of that kind of thing. Like maybe a Divinity.
They have to come to him to teleport, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I like that idea. Maybe he's
part of.
He's a new gen Paragon.
New gen Paragon.
But he's a defect. So like when the story starts, when we start following Outsider, he's part of that team. But like as the story goes on, he gets less and less like he feels like he's being used. He doesn't like them. And then by the time like the second bomb goes off, he's like working with the Lancers. Maybe he's like the in guy. Or something
That's how they get into Divinity Corp.
Who, the Lancers?
No, I mean it could be, but I'm talking about like how in after he defects from Divinity Corp, he is basically a back door to this company so that we can have things go on inside.
Oh my god, that's how Insider works. They go through Gateway to get in there because once all this stuff goes down, Brian's gonna get kicked out.
Yep.
And by association, so would Chloe.
Yep.
So Gateway is how they get in and out of Divinity Corp.
I figured Chloe wouldn't get kicked out.
Oh no, you're right, because that's how she stays inside.
That's how she stays inside.
Maybe Insider and Gateway work together. Yeah. And that's how Outsider still gets his stuff from there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just write him down as new gen Paragons and then in parentheses put like.
I do like the idea of Gateway being used as like a mail carrier.
Oh, he's a lackey. Like he's on the team, like he's on the posters out, whatever. But they don't ever really use him.
They don't ever because he's not like battle ready.
Yeah.
So they use him as like their like the travel guy. He's the
taxi
guy.
The intern.
He's the intern. He's throwing mail to people. They're having him do that kind of stuff, and that's what builds animosity.
He's like, I'm like,
and
damn,
he can get
superhero, and here I am throwing mail back and forth.
Yeah, and then like there's like a little bit of a thing where he can like he's practicing offensive capabilities of gateways in the background, and because like essentially you could do so much with that.
It's a super useful power that they're not seeing the potential of.
Put a gateway underneath of a car, put the other one on top above someone,
and
now you just essentially thrown that car at them.
Yeah. With very little effort.
With very little effort and very little reaction time.
And maybe if like he has the point where like maybe he's not great at first because he doesn't understand physics. Yeah. And then maybe he starts to maybe Chloe works with him once he becomes a defect, and she basically teaches him physics so that he understands his powers better. And like he can do shit like that. Where instead of he could just open a portal under the car, but if he gives that car momentum where someone's driving through it, they get out, boom, that car's still gonna go flying out from the next portal.
Yeah.
Bro,
dude,
I love when they all interwork together because like now we're throwing Chloe in here too, and it makes sense.
Yeah, like and like he's able to by the end of it has like an idea of like being able to do some sort of like particle acceleration where he's able to create gateways around something and they just be able to keep something
like this sounds so dumb, but like the minecart cannons in Minecraft right now, where it's like boom, 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 boom.
Exactly.
Is that a railgun?
It's a railgun. Yeah, that's
bro. We just created a living railgun.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Gateways went from like maybe almost on the Safety Society to maybe the coolest character we've made so far.
Hell yeah.
All right, the last one from that video,
the
random name we have is Ripoff.
Okay.
I don't remember who you said this to.
Like Rogue. Like being able to steal.
No, yeah, like what character? But
it was Wolverine. The guy that looks like Wolverine.
Oh, Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Yeah,
D-Man, you said rip-off. That makes sense, though, actually, yeah. But the idea was more like Rogue, like as far as power set goes, like basically stealing people's power.
Right.
It wouldn't be stealing. I feel like it should be more like adapting. Almost like if they put their hands on you, they can have your powers. And maybe it's like a temporary thing. Like kind of like how in Kevin from Ben 10, he puts his hands on materials, he can absorb it. But he's not always like that. That shell will go away.
I like that. But I think that Rip-Off needs to have like a 50% cut to their power,
so that they're not as powerful as
they're taking it from.
Well, I think what you're going with is there needs to be some kind of like it's not as good as the original, and I think that's where it comes from. It's a time limit.
Yeah.
Maybe if they absorb it, it only lasts for like 5 to 10 minutes, as opposed to you just have that power.
I like the idea of Rip-Off training himself in the ways that he doesn't get the same level of power as them, but the way he is, basically like think of Batman, right? When it comes down to his abilities as a human being, now give him Superman's powers. I mean, there's
so he's already peak, and then he'll get extra every.
He'll get extra, and he's really so good at being him. That he's able to take advantage of those powers, even though they're not at the same quality.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that could work. And then what we could do is whatever team he's a part of, like maybe his whole thing is like when they go into battle, he absorbs one or two of his teammates' powers.
Right.
And then like he goes in with like let's say he's on, let's say what we would put some kind of limit on that though, because like if he absorbs like Gateway's powers, that takes away basically much everything we just said about him.
Yeah.
The same thing if he takes away time frame, or if he takes time frames powers, boom, we just have all random other time travel.
So I think that he needs to have a lot of limiters.
Maybe it has to be physical effects. Like if someone has like Wolverine like powers, he can get the claws, but if he couldn't
get
like,
the regeneration. Like he can't like get the. I think that Rip-Off needs to have. He can only have a maximum of 2 at a time. He can't do it super often.
Okay.
So there's a time, like a cooldown period, and it doesn't last a crazy amount of time. Obviously, so he has to be strategic with it.
Yeah.
Like there needs to have a cooldown period that's longer than the duration, so that it's not always up.
Yeah. Okay.
So like it.
So we should make it like maybe he can do it for like 15 minutes, and then he can't do it again for like an hour.
Yeah. So he has to be very strategic about what he takes, and if he does it once with someone, then he only gets that one.
But he can only. But what if it's per? If he can do it twice, like if he does one at the beginning of the battle, he still has another one to use before that time limit starts on the second one. Like if the battle starts and he absorbs one person's power, and after 15 minutes it goes away, he could absorb another one, but that's the limit because he only has 2.
I like the idea of it not being spoken, and that being something that is learned throughout.
That we learn, or something that he learns?
Something that we learn.
Okay.
As a reader, establishing that along the way where you're like, oh shit, he can take this thing.
And then all of a sudden he can't.
And they don't know why. They're like, he's already grabbed one and they're trying to stay away from him or whatever. And he grabs another and then they're still afraid to let him touch whenever he can't actually take anyone's power.
So like the villain thinks that they're a lot bigger of a threat than they are because their 2 are up.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that idea. So if this is the case, where do you think it would make the most sense to put him? Or her? I don't know if we have any female characters so far except for Dust Bunny. But now I'm torn though, because now I'm thinking we could totally make Rip-Off a girl, but then they're gonna seem a lot more like Rogue. I think Rip-Off should be a guy.
Rip-Off.
We could rethink some of the other characters.
Eclipse could be a girl.
I'm game for that.
Yeah. Like a ninja kind of thing.
Yeah, Eclipse could be like more of like a ninja. I like that.
Or Black Cat.
Yeah, Black Cat's like more of a thief. That's kind of her whole thing.
But I'm just saying, like, kind of like that style, not like her.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That
No,
kind of like
okay, I hear what you're saying.
all black suit kind of thing.
You know, what could be cool is I like the idea of development of where maybe like Ripoff starts off on Safety Society, and then they realize like this is actually super viable, and then they get bumped up to New Gen.
I like that. Yeah.
All right, bet. And it makes sense too because Ponyboy, Malicious Mallard, Ripoff,
Yeah.
and it's like, wait a minute, Ripoff is actually kind of legit.
Yeah. Ponyboy's just like spray bottle head. Just a horse.
Ponyboy has to be gold.
Yeah,
to stay golden, Ponyboy.
Yeah.
I need this reference to be as on the nose as possible.
Yeah. He's got a brilliant smile.
maybe well no, I was gonna say maybe Ripoff replaces Gateway, but Gateway wouldn't know Gateway's gone until probably after the second bomb drops. Okay, so we currently have 4 first gen Paragons. We have 4 new gen Paragons. We have 3 Lancers and 3 Safety Society. I'd like to go back and revisit some of the ones I said before and put these in real quick. Waveform, sound-based character. I think that's either Lancers or new gen. I'm feeling Lancers.
I think it Lancers communication. Like I like the way that could be used for like communication links and stuff.
Oh yeah, maybe like he like makes like secret comms for him and stuff like
secret
that.
comms or like intercepts comms.
Yeah,
he could be like the recon guy.
Yeah. Maybe him and Eclipse will work together. Oh my god, him and Eclipse are in love. Oh my god. Okay.
I like the idea of like Eclipse encasing him in like a shadow, like a hug.
Aw. We're shipping our OCs. This is so cringe. Anyway,
sorry.
I think I'd like to scrap the idea of Vigilante now because we're taking pre-Paragons a lot more seriously. So I'll skip that one. I already put Freelancer in there, Captain Commander, Everyman, Navigator. Then we should flesh this one out third in somewhere. I don't really know. I think Navigator just sounded cool.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about what that would mean or entail. My first thought is maybe it has something to do with like a compass. How do compasses work? Magnetism. Do we want a magnet guy? Does it make sense for that to be Navigator? Unless maybe he's like he could be
like a tracking.
Ooh, better yet. Oh, yeah, maybe he's like animal instinct or something like that. Could be like kind of like a dog, like kind of Wolverine. He has that like strong scent to smell or whatever. My first thought is maybe he's one of the he's part of first gen. Maybe he can like fly or something like that. Like he's one of the first ones to fly or something like that. Because my idea with like Catalyst is like he's kind of Superman like, but he's not like full on. I imagine he's more like the leap tall buildings in a single bound as opposed to like the modern idea of him like flying and stuff. So maybe Navigator can fly, and that's the thing. Like he's the one who pilots. You know? Yay, nay?
It's more of an aviator.
We could have aviators. That's a cool name too.
I like aviator more.
You want to put aviator on old gen?
Yeah.
All right, bet. That sucks. Like I want Navigator to work. I like the name a lot, but I can't really think of what would make that work.
I like the idea of some sort of like Navigator being. What if he's like a techno guy?
Like a technopath?
And he develops like trackers.
If he's a techno guy, what I'm kind of with
because we're compounding different, like
yeah,
we're making others obsolete. We're kind of like doubling down on positions, if that would be.
Which I think is fine for something like Paragons, because they're probably gonna be like a tight, especially new gen Paragons would be like tight knit, like you're here for a reason. This is why you're here. This is the only purpose you serve. Versus like the Lancers, I think the old gen 2 especially would be less like that. It'd be more just like you're willing to help, join the cause.
Yeah.
You know.
What if Navigator's a new gen technopath on the Paragon?
I like that. And then it's not I like ones that aren't directly linked to what they are. Like something like Black Canary, for example. Like that's a bird and she screams, which I guess kind of makes sense, but like it's not as direct as Green Arrow, who's the archer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like that. The Navigator can be our technopath. I like that. And maybe he's the one who finds out that Gateway is a defect. Maybe like he finds out there's someone snooping in their systems and stuff because Chloe, and he can't figure out who it is. Like he's like it is a big stump to him too, because he's the guy.
Yeah,
and
we could also make him like a car guy, you know, like a little bit of personality to
him. Like he's always working on his car.
Well, it's just like cars.
He likes
navigation, navigator.
Oh,
I like the idea of him being like a car guy, and like he likes vintage cars.
Or he could be Navigator. He's a crocodile.
Yeah, he's a crocodile. No, but like he likes vintage cars because he can't really like. There's no computer systems really to him, so it's like raw.
It's like
machine.
a break from him.
It's like a break
for it. Yeah, I like that.
And I think that's why like he was called Navigator.
Do you like the idea? Okay, so I told you earlier about I had 3 ideas for basically duplicators of Unity, Dr. Duplicate, and Dr. Divide. I put parentheses on Dr. Divide because I don't think what that was I couldn't pick which one of those I liked more. So that might be just one character.
Dr. Divide sounds really cool, and like with it would probably be New Paragon, and he's like a scientist inside of there.
Well, I was thinking my idea with that is that it'd be linked. I think Dr. Divide sounds more like something that'd be like an older person. So maybe Dr. Divide is on the original, and then Unity is the
like underling
offspring child.
Yeah,
I was thinking daughter. Unity to me sounds like a woman. So Unity is the daughter of Dr. Divide.
Okay.
Bet. And that makes sense because Unity would be like a crowd control like type. That's why they're on the team. And maybe they're just like kind of earn a spot because of Dr. Divide. And it would make sense too, because like I said, I don't want to have a bunch of people with the exact same powers and stuff. So it makes sense that the 2 duplicators are father and daughter.
Yeah. Especially because the way that the genetics work.
Yeah. Just 2 more, I think. We briefly touched on Atlas. I feel like I love the name Atlas a lot, but I feel like it's also very bland.
I like Atlas as in like a super strong brute.
I could see that.
Because Atlas is like the guy who holds up the world.
Yeah. And then we could do that too, because it's something like that, like characters of legend. We could have them like name themselves after those people. Like you get people like that all the time. Like they're like Thor, Hercules. These are characters that actually exist in like comics.
Yeah.
You know. So if we have a character named Atlas, we could do something like that. Like maybe he named himself after the guy who holds up the earth. You know? And he's our big, because we don't have any strip.
No, we don't have any brute guys. Like we don't have like a Hulk
to me, he sounds like he'd be on first gen Paragons.
Yeah.
Or he could be a Lancer. We still only have 4 Lancers.
We have a couple different ones. I like the idea of not having way too many named super prominent Lancers because there's supposed to be this underling, and like there's supposed to be a bunch of them. So there's supposed to be like a, you know,
there'll be a lot of background characters. Yeah. That's more about character design. I think these ones are gonna be more like, you know, and I guess we can make them up as we go when they're relevant to the story, whatever. But the idea with this is more so just like we need a main group. Like we need like our 7 for the Justice League, you know, basically. So what are we thinking then? Atlas, first gen or Lancers?
I like them on Lancers.
I bet. And the last one's Bangle, our tiger character.
Do we go like Black Panther route?
I was thinking more Beast route, but he can control it. Like he can transform into Bangle.
Okay, so
It's like a physical transformation for him.
Okay.
So this is one of those like he like Ripoff could take Bangle's powers.
Now, does Ripoff take the powers and they can't use them well?
No, I imagine it's like a copycat thing. To me, Bangle sounds a lot more because to me like first gen to me feels like it should be a lot more like the basic setup of powers, flight, speed, strength, like that. Versus like I think new gen / Lancers are a lot more like the more complex ones, like something like this one Bangle.
I like the idea of Ripoff being able to something with the DNA, like when it's a physical thing, and then they find it out later that if it's a physical thing, the person can't use their power.
Like he's actually taking it from them because he has to copy their DNA.
So, like not really taking it, but like something happens with the transfer that with a physical manifestation it can't work properly. But like if it's something other than that, it's always there in a different way, or vice versa.
I'm not really sure what you're saying.
So like think about it as in whenever he rips it off, he's taking a piece from it, and it's no longer whole.
Oh, so he's like actively hurting people by using their powers.
It was more of like a way to try to explain it. So think of like a physical thing being like a rock.
Okay.
And Ripoff's way of doing it is taking a piece. They're no longer whole. They can no longer function the way that they were supposed to.
But it's still a rock.
Still a rock, but it's not a whole. But the way that I'm trying to explain it is something that like doesn't manifest physically and like is like a speed or flight or something like that. Think of it like water. It just flows back into the space that was taken away. You get what I'm saying?
Like it temporarily hurts the person he takes it from, but it evens out.
They can't change. So think of like if they had a physical transformation.
So like if he took Bangle's powers, Bangle could not turn into Bangle.
Bangle cannot turn into Bangle.
Maybe
because that's part of the I like the idea of it being something that can be discovered later on.
Like in depth for background character.
Character.
Yeah.
You know, it's something like, you know, another level to. I really like Ripoff, if you can't tell.
You've already found your favorite character. We haven't started yet. That's awesome.
But I like the idea of being able to have multiple levels to him. Because if not, it's just rogue.
Well, yeah, maybe it's an increasing thing. Like maybe he can control how much he takes. Like you're right. Maybe he can take enough that it doesn't really affect the person, but he gets powers from whatever. But you're right. His powers aren't as strong. They're not as viable as maybe something like the actual full version of like Bangle. Let's use Bangle for this example, right? Yeah. So he takes Bangle's powers, right? Maybe it like Bangle turns into a full-fledged like tiger human hybrid person thing. Yeah. But then when Ripoff takes his powers, he only takes enough that he gets the tiger claws, right? So then like he could theoretically take enough of Bangle that he can do the same thing, but like it would kill Bangle.
Okay.
So like there's level he can control how much he does. And maybe in a situation where like maybe we could have something like that where there's like a big fight and he has to do that. Idea, he basically has to kill one of his teammates to save the rest of them. Could be like, and maybe it really eats at him because he doesn't want to do something. So that's why he's never like at 100% strength because he can't take that much from someone else. You know.
I love that idea. That's so cool.
Even better, maybe he there's this like inner conflict of he feels bad for doing it. He hates it, but then it felt really good.
Okay.
And he like slowly progresses into a villain.
Okay. I like the idea. Hold on. I like the idea where he has the, you know, how much he takes off of them. And then, because if there's no reason, like the two of them, there's no reason that he needs to take 100% of someone else's power.
Yeah. Say he takes 20 from each, he's at 40% of power.
Right.
You know?
But if he ends up going ahead and needing to take 100% of each of their powers.
Oh my God, and then he's at 200. He becomes power hungry.
And then that ends up having an issue, like where there's got to be some sort of pinnacle where it's like 2 lives are going to die for this 15 minutes of power. It needs to be crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe like it's a combination of the powers. Yeah. Maybe the way that he manipulates them is different. Something.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of him being able, and I guess it also allows it to, like, he can't just go, all right, I got 100%. It needs to be.
It hurts. He absorbs it.
Depending on, what if it's like,
because
10% a second.
It's like maybe when it's like I said, it's like a progression. So if he just like puts his hands on and takes like 10%, he gets the tiger claws, right? It's like, oh, like a prick, like a needle, right? Versus like and using that same logic, right? Say 10% is like a needle. Like when he takes 100%, it's like
it's
getting stabbed in the chest over and over and over. Yeah, like you can feel yourself like dying from the inside.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ripoff was like something that we were like, Ripoff.
Yeah.
Now
he's like legit.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a lot back in because we went back to Ripoff. This was supposed to be about Bangle.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, we did develop Bangle a little bit through that.
Yeah.
So he's like beast-like, can control his transformation.
Yeah. He's essentially our invincible beast.
Monster Girl?
Beast.
Beast from Invincible? There's no Beast is from the X-Men.
No. I can't. I'm blanking on his name, and you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about.
I swear to you, I don't. Hold on. A Beast character from like a transformation character from Invincible.
Not a transformation.
Just strong.
He turns into Battle Beast. Fucking Battle Beast.
Oh shit! Oh, fuck.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
he transforms into something
very strong,
very
so
like that.
He's like our Hulk, basically. He's basically our Hulk. This is Hulk mixed with Battle Beast.
Yeah.
Damn! Oh my god, that sounds so cool. Okay. You know what's funny? I put that in there because like from like my dad's side of the family, we all have like animals.
Yeah.
And my little brother's the tiger. And I just thought of that one day. I was like, oh, it'd be cool like have like a tiger character, but like I don't want it to be like the tiger. That's super played out. Like Bengal, like a Bengal tiger. Okay, cool. And now he just became probably one of the coolest characters in the series. Like Battle Beast Hulk. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That character's name has to be Xander.
Okay.
It has to be Xander.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What a lucky kid. Once we get this actually like put together, can you imagine being part of a comic book?
But if it works out the way we want it to, and it's a little more like leaning toward like the same kind of like rating as like Invincible, he could not read this.
No.
He could
like,
not read this.
Whenever
comic.
he gets like older,
Yeah.
like over 18.
I feel like I feel like Bangle should be Lancer. Are you feeling Lancer for Bangle?
Yeah.
I know we compared him a lot with Ripoff. It sounded like he was going to be new gen, but I feel like he should be a Lancer.
Yeah.
I bet.
I love these episodes.
They're seriously some of my favorite. We could, you know what? Let's just restructure the whole podcast. We'll get rid of the writing voiceover. This is just called the Building a Universe podcast.
We could have a separate podcast. We record on Tuesdays. We record on Thursdays.
All right, we need to get the hell out of here. We've been recording for a while. This is going to be a longer episode, as per usual. I'm sorry that once
Building
again...
the Universe episodes fly.
They're so good. They're so good.
All right.
Let's go ahead and we'll recap here. I'm just going to name names. We talked a lot about this. I don't need to go into the specifics, but we have 4 teams here. There's the first-gen Paragons from the 60s/70s, Catalyst, Freelancer, Captain Commander, Time Frame Young, Aviator, and Dr. Divide.
Love it.
New gen Paragons: Everyman, Dust Bunny, Gateway, Ripoff, Navigator, and Unity. Lancers, we have Broncolt, Time Frame Older, Eclipse, Waveform, Atlas, Bangle. And in the Safety Society, we have Ponyboy, Malicious Mallard, and Ripoff also to start.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Safety Society being kind of like a small group. Oh, wait, hold on, because if we go that route,
what if
Safety Society is supposed to be like 10-year-olds, which doesn't really work for
What if
Ripoff.
like Ripoff is like the 16, 17-year-old about to go out, and he's like the older brother to that group. Like he's part of it, but he's like...
that's a good idea.
But he's
I think
not
we should
like...
have one more in there then.
Yeah, I imagine.
We can work on that later, but I like the idea of there being like, it's kind of like a small knit. especially if Ripoff's gonna leave. I like 3 is a good number. Maybe in the first couple issues, Ripoff leaves. Something will happen in the first couple issues. Maybe the Safety Society shows up to establish them as this like joke force, so it kind of hits later whenever whatever we decide with them happens. And it'll also establish Ripoff and show his promotion up to.
I had a dark
Paragon.
thought.
What's that?
What if like Ripoff accidentally takes too much power of one of the Safety Society kids?
Oh,
like he doesn't mean to.
That would have to happen kind of later though, because I feel like that whatever the absorption. Oh my god, maybe that's what happens. Maybe this all-out event happens, and the Paragons, the Lancers, and the Safety Society are all there trying to fight this thing, and a lot of people are down and out.
Yeah.
And in order to save everybody, he takes the powers of one of them. Would it be Ponyboy? We haven't really decided what his powers are yet. He's kind of like our main, like he's probably willing to go. Whatever, maybe whoever the fourth one we decide is will be the one that he takes from, and that'll be the crux that like I killed, basically like my brother / sister, whatever to me, like this very important person.
What if like I like the idea?
Good.
I like the idea of the Safety Society being something that is not part of like the cool clique as it would be within like the kids there. I think it's like these kids are the outcasts.
They're the weirdos.
They're the weirdos.
Yeah.
As it would be. No better way of saying it. Like, these are the weirdos, and, like, the Safety Society is what they put together, and that's what they call themselves.
It's a very bonded thing.
It's a very bonded thing. It's like these kids.
Even though like, everyone on the outside can acknowledge this is really... Because it's Safety Society.
It's very silly.
You know, it's like this... It means a lot to them.
Yeah. And I like the idea of these kids... And it could be like a little tragedy thing with that, but Ripoff could accidentally, I think Ripoff could accidentally, because these ones are like the test subjects of Divinity Corp that aren't like really special, so they don't really know how they work, and he could accidentally like touch them once, thinking like he's gonna, I'm just gonna show you how my power works. And that one touch was enough to take all of it.
Are they that weak that would? Because I feel like he would have enough knowledge and control of his power that he would do that. They're like, are they weak enough that he doesn't realize that taking even that much will do that to them?
Yeah. I think it could create some sort of tragedy that like.
I feel
because he has to have a reason to. He could be like this older brother to them.
It needs to be a catalyst event where like whatever this big bad huge thing is that they're all fighting together.
But then that means that they have to have and it kind of takes away from the point that like they're feral or like not feral, but what the like they're very weak and they're not.
Oh really, yeah. Well, that's the kind of thing. Maybe
why would he take their power if it was a catalyst event? He needed it to save everyone.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is maybe something happens where it's New Gen Paragons fighting this person, this thing, this event, whatever, and the Safety Society shows up thinking, "Hey, we can help," and this is past when Ripoff's already gone, right? And he's like, "No, you need to get out of here." Like he's very much like mother hen, protecting older brother to them, right? He's like, "You have to leave," and in his attempt to go take care of them, the Paragons basically get like wiped out. Like obviously, because you know whoever's there, like they're not like wiped out. Like obviously, like they're not. They just get beaten. Maybe they get like a couple of them are beaten to the ground. Some of them got launched away. Whatever happens during his attempt to get them out of there, they get defeated. And so when Ripoff turns around, he can't do anything. He can't fight anybody. Everyone else is gone or too far away. He has to take one of their powers. Okay. And in the panic of I have to save these kids, he absorbs way too much from one of them, and that kills him.
And that's how he realizes that he could steal more and more.
Yeah, and it's a conflict at first of like, we'll watch him go through this like, oh my god, I can't believe I did this. Like, it's already bad enough that I killed someone. It's even worse that it's this person I was so close to. But then it's like, but there's also this itch inside of like, it felt really good to be that powerful.
Yeah, and it could also be the fact that like Ponyboy. I like the idea of him killing Ponyboy.
I like the idea of Ponyboy. Maybe that's what it is, because Ponyboy, I was just kind of thinking about this, like what Ponyboy's going to work. If we're going with the whole gold gimmick of the Stay Gold Ponyboy, what if he has the ability to make like a gold shell of himself? Like kind of like how Kevin does like the absorbing in Ben 10, like that, but specifically gold. He makes a gold plating over himself, right? And maybe it's malleable. He can turn, because gold is very soft material, so he can like turn it into malice with that, kind of like the whole Kevin thing, right? But it's specifically gold. So he's like, I need to absorb Ponyboy to make enough shield to defend them. Not even necessarily to fight this guy, but to protect them enough to get them out of here.
Okay.
And in doing so, he panics, absorbs way too much, and has all of that, like, I'm at 100% with this gold power.
Right. And it could be that he was so young he wasn't able to take advantage of what that means or what that power is.
So he's like super powerful with his powers. Yeah.
Golden Boy, or Pony Boy, he ended up having like this huge great power that he didn't really know about.
Yet. Yeah.
He hasn't really developed.
And now
it.
he can't because he's dead.
And now he can't because he's dead. He can't stay golden.
Stay dead, Pony Boy.
Alrighty.
Well, how horrifically tragic for the finale of this episode. I love this series so much.
I do too. That could be like an end of an issue.
Big cliffhanger,
yeah.
I love this because I love that too. Because we're gonna have big arcs where there'll be like big finale points. Whatever. You're right. We need to have like cliffhangers for each. Like, not maybe like each. Issue,
but like being able to have options.
A lot of them, yeah. So something like that where like it's not just like that where it's not gonna directly affect the main story that'll be going on with Outsider. It'll be like because that's all about like Invincible so much is that like you have these like all of the Guardians of the Globe stuff, all of the outsides, the Cecil, this, that, whatever, all happens in the story of Invincible.
Yep.
So whatever this plot point is with this big battles going on, we can have that in this story as maybe like a side point. Maybe like maybe while this is happening, like Outsider and Insider are working together to try and figure out something. It's like we need to focus on this for a minute. Cut to the Paragons fighting whoever this bad guy is.
Yeah.
Right? And then that's how that whole thing starts.
Hell yeah.
I love this series so much.
I want to get this down on paper. I really do. Having like actual like visual representations of what they look like.
We should totally commission somebody to draw at least the Outsider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give her $20. $30?
Give her $20. I mean, you owe her $20 for licking a razor.
In my imagination, and it hurt for real, okay? Send us the fuck out of here, Derek.
Oh, well, we got challenges.
Let's be very brief. Derek, I liked it a lot. Ruby was a lot of fun. It was very much a product of the time. You could tell it was very, let's do this very, it was a passion project. And you could tell. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen, but for what it was pretty good.
Yeah.
How was Tight Jacket?
I don't know. I didn't get to it. I failed. And I was going to do it today.
Tight Jacket of all challenges.
You got to ignore that.
What?
You gotta ignore that.
What?
It came from your mouth.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, Tech Jacket of all challenges. I thought it was going to be less than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I can get to it. And then I had a lot of really bad work days
consecutively.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit. And then I tried to sit down after a almost 10-hour day today and read it before you came over to record the podcast. And I was like, I want to spend more time with this than just trying to rush through it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And you're gonna punish me for it.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking though, because like I feel like you already kind of have a lot to read. This is like 2 more issues than I think I normally give you. I know it's Tech Jacket. I know you love Tech Jacket. I know it's a lot, but work's also been kind of crazy recently. I don't really feel great giving you something like way to add to you.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna do something very similar to the take me to lunch punishment. You owe me ice cream. We went out.
Hey now,
hold on.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hold on.
I think that's grounds for cheating.
Hold on. Why?
If I buy you ice cream and not Destiny ice cream, she will stab me.
Well, then it's a 2-way punishment. You have to buy both of us ice cream.
All right. Okay.
This makes up for the time we went skydiving and we didn't end up getting ice cream because that whole fiasco.
Your buckle was really, really flaccid.
Shit, don't worry about it. So yeah, you know what? Just like we'll lock it out with something more specific because ice cream is kind of just very vague. You owe me a milkshake.
Okay.
I want a milkshake from you, Derek.
All right.
Change things up from our usual movie, whatever. You got enough going on. Just get me a milkshake.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Sounds good.
So let's go ahead and continue. You get Tech Jacket again.
Yeah.
What do I get? Oh God, are you being serious?
Yeah. So I made a joke today that you did not get. And I think that you need to go back and watch the first 5 episodes of My Hero Academia.
See, because we did this challenge before, but I'd already seen the first season.
Yeah,
and so
you
like,
completely forgot it.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
It was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So of course I forgot it.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh. One more time. Duh.
Yep. I made the joke because, I'm not going to tell that joke. It's pretty vulgar on here, actually.
Thanks, pal.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the restraint. Derek, let's get the hell out of here, man.
I think
This episode's going to take me forever to edit.
Yeah. But there was a lot of.
It's good, though. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I think that it might be time to
roll for ending!
We've had a lot of ones.
Is it a 1?